All right, so as you can probably see around me on the screen here, I have finally lost it. I am trying a triple Squirtle today. Now, I've done a double Squirtle a couple of times. If you haven't seen those videos, links in the description. But basically this, I've got 3 Squirtle games open. They're free play Squirtles, so they're all different puzzles. And I'm gonna try and solve all 3 of them at the same time, and whatever word I'm putting in as a guess, I have to put in all 3 puzzles. That's about all you need to know. If you're not familiar with Squirtle, you can look at the, over there. So, to make it so that I'm looking at the right puzzle, left to right, I've reversed my camera footage here, and I'm so used to pointing to my right for left and my left for right when I'm on camera. Now I'm gonna point the wrong direction. But anyways, right over there in the logo, you can see some of the arrows and stuff. This is what the clues are gonna look like. If you're not familiar, you'll figure it out as we go along. Otherwise, check out the website. I think that should be all you need to know. And I've got, so on the left up there is the first puzzle, and its keyboard is right below it. That one's pretty clear. The middle one is up here, and its keyboard is the top one on the right there. And then the right puzzle is over there, and its keyboard is the one that's down over there, just that you know what's going where. So, all right, I'm thinking about starting with Stare. Stare and Store are, I was considering both of them. I think there's probably more words that start with A than O. That might not be true. My instinct is that, so I'm gonna do Stare instead of Store, because remember, this third letter is the starting letter for the middle row and column. Okay, interesting. Ooh, very interesting. We got a green, good, lots of whites, which is odd. Oh, lots of whites over here too. Okay, so, good, no blacks so far. That's always a good start. Now, it's good and bad to have blacks. Actually, getting blacks with the common letters is sometimes a good thing because it really limits the number of possible words. If there's no A or E in the grid, you don't have a lot of options. So it's good and bad. We do have a T and an R in this row. There's a T in this row, but not many T's. There's an R in the column over here. It's not now interesting with the E, look at this. Okay, and this first one on the left here, the white E means there's an E in the grid, but since we have 2 white E's, there's no E anywhere on this outer ring, so there's an E somewhere in these middle 5 here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Now next, we've got, there's no A's in the middle over here. And similarly, actually, the A, so there's an A in the grid on the left. It's not in the first row or column. It's not in the middle row or column. So it's the same kind of thing. We've got an A somewhere in these 5 over here, 2nd, 4th, or 5th on the row and column. That is interesting. Okay. We do have an A in the middle row and column in the middle. We have an A in the middle column on the right. So we could do something with an A. We could also do something with all new letters like cough. Cough wouldn't be terrible. Let's go with that. Okay. Well, no C or O. No C. Okay, well, I'm glad I did the C. Okay, well, I guess now we know there's no C. A lot of good that did us. All right, now this is interesting because there's no O in this grid either. So there's only the E in the middle. There could be a couple of them, but only in the middle here. And there's only A potentially in both, but for sure in one of them around the edge here. There's no O's. There's a U, but it's not in the middle row or column. Okay. So this one has an O and an A, but the O can't be 2nd or 3rd, so it's probably not, you'd normally think like something OA or OA 3rd and 4th, but it can't be that way, so, interesting. Ooh, we also have, look at this, we've got red and yellow. So there's an O in one of these 2nd positions and one of these 2nd positions. Okay. Well, I feel like we still haven't figured out much. We're on the last row and column. There is an E in 3 of those words. So it might be good to do an E. Actually, what I'm thinking would be good is an E 4th now, because for one, it checks for, positions for the E in all 3 of these words that have an E. But it also then, so let's say we put an E in these two spots and the E is not there, right? Well, it will also, the clue that we get from that will also tell us if there's an E here or here, because we also have E's in those that first row and column. And over here, we know there's an E in one of these 5, and putting E's in these two spots will tell us if there's an E right there. So I like doing an E 4th. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, we could do a T at the beginning. We do have 2 words with T's in them in the first row. We also have 2 words with R's, so we could do an R. There's the yellow here and the red over here. So T or R at the beginning, maybe. It'd be good to do an I. I would be good. Maybe 3rd would be good, because that would check the last row and column as well as the middle row and column. So something. We could do T. Ooh, I was gonna say TH, but there's only the one spot that has an H. Oh, and that, yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking there, but that's not I-E-R, that's E-I-R. So T something I-E is what I'm thinking. Something like tried, maybe? I don't think that's too bad, actually. D is a good end of the word letter. Check for I. The R, I mean, we do have R's in all 3 grids, and in some of them, we've already ruled it out from certain places, so I don't think that's bad. Let's go with tried. Okay, of course, there's no D. Ooh, okay, so we did get a T, that's good. All right, oh, and interesting, look at this. So the E's, yes, exactly what I was hoping for. So there's an E up here, it can't be at the top, so this is an E. There's an E over here, it can't be on the left, so that's an E. Good, and that's good that they're in the same spot, because that's gonna be very helpful when, now it'd be nicer if we ended up with the similar thing on a different puzzle, but, okay, now it was less helpful over here, because what I was hoping is we could rule out a spot for an E, but the E could still be in either one of these and either one of those. Now there is a, you know, it does seem like E's here might not be terrible for the right puzzle. It doesn't help us with the other puzzles, but there's an E and an R in this word. This has a good chance of being an R. We have the yellow and the red pointing here. I think R up here is pretty good. We do have the yellow and the red, and we could do ER. Over here we have a red and a yellow R pointing down here. That could end in R potentially, who knows. There's an I. Okay, good, so we know this is an E. There's an I in the middle column. It can't be 5th, it can't be 3rd, so one of the first 2 is an I. This is the most likely spot. I mean, it could start with an I, but that seems less likely. Although, look at this first row. There's no A, no E. We know there's not an O. Could be a U, but it can't be 3rd. So maybe an I up there isn't so bad. All right, well, we're on the first row and column again. We just don't know much at this point. There are 2 words here with A's, but there's not an A. Yeah, that's the only spots with A's. We could try an A at the beginning potentially. This could be something like about. There is an O in the 3rd column there, or in the middle column. That's not too bad. So, and ending in ER over here I think would be good. I just don't know much else. This could also be an R. We do have the yellow and the red here as well. So definitely I think ending in R this time would be good. ER I think is good because we've got a few possible E's in the 4th position. Even though we know there's not E's in the other puzzles in those spots, but maybe some more new letters. So A something something ER. What could we do? Something like after? I mean, this is possibly a T. We are narrowing in on a T here. The T can't be first, second, or fifth in this first row. So it's got to be third or fourth. And if I'm thinking ER, T here isn't so bad. We could do after. We haven't done an F yet. I like after. Let's go with after. Okay, TER was right, and there is an E down here. Good. That was awesome. Okay. No F, but that's okay. No F in this one. And there's the A. Awesome. Okay. Okay, there is an F in one of the grids at least, so that's something. Ooh, now this isn't an R. So, yeah, over here. No R first, second, or fourth. Oh, it could be third or fifth still. And same here. This one could be third or fifth. It can't be first, second, or fourth. Oh, but look at the first row here. Or the first column, I mean. We have orange R, red R over there. This is an R. Okay. That is a definite R. All right, so the F, there is an F somewhere in this grid. Not in the first row or column. This is a for sure E, which we already thought it was anyway. Or we already knew it was. Yeah, we knew those were E's already. Okay, I don't think... We still don't know anything more about, but unless there's a double T, there's not another... I mean, unless it's TT at the end, there's not another T in there. Did we get anything else surprising? No, I don't think so. Okay. So we're in the middle. We don't know much. I think the one might start with O. The other we know starts... No, we know the R and the E. The E fourth would be good here because it'll get us some greens for sure. I think this could be an I potentially. So we could do an I second. There's an I in this middle column over here as well, or middle row over here. And also an I right here will help us potentially narrow in on where the I could be in this last row. And same over here with this one. So that's good. So RI something. Now, over here, oh, wait, we've already got the R up there. So, yeah. I mean, we could do an R at the end here too, because we do have, you know, an R over here in the third or fourth position. Could do something like riper. P's a new letter. Ripen might be better because we haven't done an N yet. I don't think that is an R. That was a misclick. Ripen might be good. It checks two new letters, P and N. Let's go with that. Okay, good. So that is an R, and those are E's, just like I thought. Now, the red I pointing down here would lend credence towards an I being here, but again, we don't have A, E, or O up here, so there could also be an I right there after the S. Could be both places, we don't know. All right, we need to do ripen here. Ooh, okay, we got an N, awesome. I'm glad I did the ripen then. Ripen, okay, I, is that where we were thinking there was an I? I don't even remember anymore. I think we were considering an I there. Yeah, because we had the yellow I there, okay. Good, so there's a P and a T and an A in this word. There's an A, could it be, I mean, it could be a lot of things. But we do have the orange A's there. So there could be an A in the middle. Could be something APT even. Could we have another T over here? I mean, that's possible. We have an N in this word, and an R and an I. Okay. Look at all the reds. So it's an anagram of ripen. Well, not quite, because there's no P. But, well, the I is not fifth. It's not second. And it's not third. Look, there's, yeah, so orange I, red I, red I. This is an I up there. So, knowing that's an I, this is very unlikely to be an I. We're not gonna have SII. So I think this is definitely an I. Okay, good, so we've located some I's. That's helpful. Now, unfortunately, this I didn't help us with locating the I in the last row, since it was green, but that's okay. We do have an O at the top or the bottom. O-T-E-R isn't too bad. It feels like it's probably, you know, you don't have like, oh, yeah, we could. I was gonna say you could have it, it could be enter or something. Otherwise, it's gonna be a consonant here, I think. But it could be enter, actually. There could be another E. And if it's a consonant here, then it feels like it has to be a vowel second. It's kind of what I was thinking. But again, that could be an E too, in which case you could have an O down here. E here might be good. We do have orange E, orange E. We have lots of E's around the outside of this grid and no E's around the outside of either one of these grids, which is kind of interesting. But, so we still, I mean, an R here really isn't too bad then. Since it's not an N, it's E something, it's not a D, it's not an N. R there's pretty good, which probably means the R here is gonna be fourth, because otherwise it'd be too helpful if they were lined up correctly. All right, we're on the last row and column now. What do we wanna do? We've got a T and an R here. We've got an R here and an I. We do have a red R and an orange, yes, so this could be an R as well, instead of at the end, especially if we have an R third or fourth here. But it could just be an R at the end and nowhere else in those words. Here we've got a T, so we've got a T in a couple places. Not over here, yeah. Got a bunch of R's, although we already have that R there, so there might not be another R in here. In fact, there's not another R because look, we've got white, 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 red. There's not another R in that column. But we do have 3 words with R's. So it'd be good to do an R somewhere. Maybe at the end. The end isn't too bad. Although we know it's not at the end in this word. So then you're only really looking for 2 of them. So R in the 4th position is probably a better thing to check. Or 3rd. 3rd might be good, because we were thinking R's are possible here, and this one is either 3rd or 4th. So R in the 3rd position is actually better. Okay, so let's do R in the 3rd position. I like the I second, or an O second. We do have this O possibility over here. Oh, and an O possibility here. So O second is probably better, even though we know there's an I here. It'd be better to find out if there's an O, I think. So something OR. We just don't know enough yet. Oh, look. The G. This is a G, definitely. There's a red G there. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so that's definitely a G. We also have an H in the one word. I like H there with the G potentially. But there's no C, it can't be a T. You could have an S here. SH. But this is probably not an E then. Yeah, I mean, I would want to do EIGH if we do that, but the I can't be 3rd. Because we have an E and an I in that word. So maybe not H. Maybe not H. Could end in E. We do have the orange E's. You could do something like hinge then. There's no H. So not hinge. And there's no N. There's no N either in the whole grid. Okay. So not hinge. Definitely not hinge. But something like that. Bilge. Bilge is possible. Okay, but we want to do the I and the R, we decided, right? Or no, OR. We wanted to do OR. So we want to do OR. We could do the G because I don't know anything else about, you know, the 4th letters. It would get us one of them. We could do, we don't want to do forge, obviously, since there's no, well, where did we do? Yeah, there's no F over here, so yeah, not forge. Gorge? I mean, there is a G somewhere over here. It's not in the middle, so that would help us narrow in on where that G is. It's not terrible. Let's go with that. Okay, GE, good, good. We got 2 greens there. Gorge, yep, okay. Not too surprising. Gorge. Oh, look at that. There's a G there. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. All right, I was just hoping we'd figure out which word it was in. All right, so G-I-R, G-I-R, there's no D. What's this gonna be? Girls, maybe? That's possible. Girly is also possible. Girls or girly. I do like the Y down there a lot of times. All right, let's make sure we look at all the clues. So we're still, okay, so we know this is an E now. Because we already knew that was an E, didn't we? Yeah, we already knew that was an E. That's okay. We weren't doing anything with that position yet anyways, but that is an E, because we've got red, E, white E. That's an E. Okay, so this is an O, and this is an O. All right, I was hoping we'd find the O's, I mean, as in getting them greens here, but at least we now know where the O's are. So this could be voter? I mean, V isn't a great letter usually, but I actually don't know that there's very many other possibilities there. Noter? No, there's no N. I think it almost has to be voter, which is interesting. Oh, okay, we eliminated another spot for the R, so this is now a definite R here. We did get the R's there like we were hoping. Good, good. Ooh, what's this? Sprig, maybe? Sprig? I like Sprig there. Do we know anything? What do we know about P? Okay, we just guessed it in the middle there, so that's possible. Girly and Sprig. This needs to have a T. We could do a T there. Something R-T-Y, that seems reasonable. This can't be an E or an I or an O. Be an A, something like party. Probably a lot of things it could be. What about right in here? This R, we've got to have a vowel after the R. It's not an I. It's not an O. Otherwise, oh, it's not an A. It's not an A, I, or O. Could be an E. Can't be a U either. Can't be A, I, O, or U. So I think it's gotta be an E. Re-something. And then we've got this is I something, and I would think inner, but the N doesn't really, there is an N, what about, if I can get it to work right. What about inter? Reter? No, I don't like that. Infer and refer. Infer and refer. There we go. Okay, I like that. Now we need to start getting some bonus guesses, because we're getting dangerously low here. I know 4 is a lot normally, but with 3 grids, that's not very many. Okay, what about this T here? Do we know anything about this T? Can't be first or second. There's a yellow T there. Can't be third. There's a yellow T there. Could be 4th or 5th. This could be a T. We do have an E and an R already. There's also a possible, ooh, this T here. Okay, so in the third, the middle and the bottom row in this middle grid, we've got T's, and they can't be first, second, or thirds. They're 4th or 5th on both of them. If we do a T there, not sure what this would be. I think T here is more likely. Now, we don't necessarily have to have a T. It could be both of them are in the 4th position. Tetra? That would put a T here. Not sure how I feel about that. This would have to be a vowel. It can't be an I or an O or an E. Could be an A or a U though. Santa? Is that a... No, there's no S there. I was gonna say, I don't know if that counts as a proper noun. Yeah, I don't like that. So maybe they're both in the 4th position. They could be like this. Although, we do have a P in there. I like lant as a possibility. But then we're back to this again. Well, maybe there's something down here I'm not thinking of. Okay, so we're at the beginning. You know, we've got the O's in 2 spots over here. Okay, we definitely want to do a V, because we've already got the A and the S. Might as well get the V. V-O. If we do VO, we'll get a bonus guess on the right. Just doing VO. VO, we could do OU here. We could do an I third. We could do P, potentially. Something like voice, but there's no C. And we know the E isn't at the end. At the end, we want to do a P or... We don't know what's going on here yet. What about voila? We get the VO, we get the I here. We haven't checked L yet, although I'd rather get some letters we know in the 4th position. Like an I or a U up here. You know, we could do something like vomit, get the V and the O. The I over here for sprig. We haven't checked M yet for any of the grid. I don't necessarily think there's an M at this point, but certainly could be. The question is, do we want to check the L or the M? You know, the good thing about the voila is it also checks for A's in the last row and column, which we haven't done yet. And we think there's an A here. I think there's an A down here. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Did we have the A there? Is that new? I don't think that was an A. Oh, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. This could be, look at this, we got an L. So, alpha. Alpha would be good there. Okay, I had no idea that's what that was. Okay, we gotta do it on these other ones. Voila, let's get, yes, the 2 green O's, just like we thought. The V, good. Very good, we got a bonus guess there. Hopefully we'll get the green I here. All right, no, we already knew there was no O. There's no V, not surprising. Not an OV here, yep, not surprising about that. Okay, so, yeah, I didn't know this was gonna be an A. So now, it could be anti? We know there's a T. I think it's gotta be a vowel, but between the A and the N, what could that be? It can't be I. If it's a vowel, it has to be a U, because it's not a double A. And if it's not a vowel, yeah, I think anti is good, but this tetri, I don't like that. You know, I would think, oh, look, the orange A, teary, right here, teary. So this is not, this has to be a T then. So this is not plant. So it might not even be a P. I did alpha partly because of the P. Could it be plata? That's a Spanish word. I mean, it has to have a P in it. I mean, I guess maybe that works. Maybe it's considered a loan word. Plata, because this can't be an E. It can't be plate. And if we put the P second, I don't... All right, I guess that's what we're going with. What's this middle column gonna be? Yeah, I'm not liking that. Actually, look, oh, no, yeah. I had the A in the middle, but it doesn't have to be, because we're thinking A over here now. So this might not be an A third. Okay, so, but this can't be I, O, or U, or E. So if it's a vowel, it has to be an A. So if it's not a vowel, it could be another N? But again, then you need a vowel second. If you don't have a vowel third, then I don't think you can do a P second. So the P's gotta be first, and you need a vowel second. And it can't be O or I. Punta? That's also a Spanish word, but. Oh, pasta. We could have an A second. Pasta, I like pasta better, okay. Pasta, there we go. And then, I don't know what's going on in here though. We need an A somewhere. I don't know, it's not working. I'm clicking on the wrong things. I'm clicking all the wrong things. All right, I don't know. Okay, well, let's look somewhere else. We are in the middle here. We could do NF, EF would get us a bonus guess over there if we do either one of those. I can't figure out what's in the middle. Now over here, we do have a P. What's this gonna be? VO something, E something. It's not ER. ED? No, there's no D. It can't be S. There's a white S up there. What do we know about vowel? Do we know anything about L's? Oh, there's an L. Look, there's an L. Okay, so yeah. Vowel would work. This would be, oh, what's this? Y, something with a P, but not P there. And look at this last column over here. There's no A, O, I. There's no U in the grid, so it's gotta be only E's in here. Which makes me think there's probably an E there, because after the R, I feel like it has to be a vowel. And there's an H in here. What if we did PH? I don't know what this would be. Oh, actually, the H could be after the R. That's not too bad. We could do rhyme. Rhyme with a Y. I like rhyme. Rhyme is good there. And then this one ending with a, so there would be P here, wimpy. Wimpy and rhyme. Okay, now that's looking better. This needs to have a vowel. It can't be O or I. It could be an A or an E. We do need to have an E in here somewhere. It could be at the end here though. This could be, what's this gonna be? This is L. Liege, is that how you spell liege? Or, what if it's an L here, limpy, and this is vols, and siege. That's possible too. Okay, well, either way, I think we want to do an NF or an EF so we can complete a word on the left. At the beginning, we've got W or L, I don't know which one, from the right. We've got O in the middle, I think. We could do lefty. That gets the L here, assuming that's an L. You know, we still have to find an L. There is an L, look, there is an L in this. We were thinking second, but that would confirm that the L is second over here. And it's possible the L is here. I don't think so though, it'd have to be LP. So I don't think so. So do we want to do the L? The nice thing is it also gets us the Y for limpy or wimpy, and potentially a T here. All right, let's try that. Lefty. Okay, that is a T there. Good. Come on, green L. Oh, okay, so it's vowel. All right. Ooh, but I didn't have a T there. I didn't know that was a T. I had no idea that was a T. Okay, so this, I think, is vowel then. Let's get rid of some of these, because this, I don't think this is an M anymore. Oh, but if it's not wimpy. Is that an M? If that's an M, then we need an E down here and an A there. Tamty? No. Oh, there's a, yeah, the P we had here. I don't think it's V-O-P-E. So I think the P has to be there. So if it's not wimpy, wispy and taste. Wispy and taste. And liege, I still think liege there. Okay. Did we do, hold on. We didn't do it. What were we doing? Lefty? Lefty, over here. Lefty, okay, good. We got the EF, that gets us a bonus guess. Okay, so now we definitely need to focus on the middle for getting bonus guesses this time. We have 2 words that end in Y. We definitely want to end in a Y. We think end in Y anyways. 2 words that have a T in the 4th position, so that would be good to do. So, now the first letters, the only one that we're missing is the L and the P. We could do P-A, something T-Y. That would get us a bonus guess from party. It would get us the Y here and the T here, but we need to get a bonus guess in the middle, don't we? So maybe we need to do the U-T-Y. And the 3rd letter would be an A or an E, maybe? Is there anything like that? Not that I can think of. But if we do the U-T-Y, it'll get us a bonus guess in the middle, which we need because we're lower on that one. We could still do the P though. We could do something like putty. That's not terrible. Let's go with that. Okay, so it gets us a bonus guess there. Should get us the P and the T-Y over here. So now we only need the A to get party. And over here we need to do putty. Okay, not surprising. Okay, so we're even at 2. We need to be very clever now. Okay, so P, I'm thinking sprig. What am I thinking at the top here? Got no idea. What would that be? Skimp? Could be skimp. We only, okay, so this is, the good thing here is we only need the 3rd and 5th over here. And we don't, so if we could do P-W-I-L, I don't think we can, but if we could, we'd be able to get a bonus guess on the left and the right. Now the good thing is the first letter, we've already got all 3 of them, so we can do anything we want there. We could do something like April. It's not gonna get the W and the L, but it's gonna get the L. It doesn't help us with the middle one at all. So this is definitely an L now right here. Because the red L's. We've got the A. I'm still thinking alpha. What do we know about H's? We know there's an H in this grid somewhere. It's not in the middle here. So I think alpha's pretty good. There is a P in there. I still don't know what this is gonna be though. I mean, I like pasta. I like pasta and I like it as an answer here. But I don't know what's happening here if this is an S. Because we need an A and an E still. No, we don't need an E. We need an A, not an E. We needed the E over here. We do need an A in here though. Okay, before the N. What can come before the N? You could do an L potentially, right? But there's a red L here. Can't be an E, can't be an I. Could be an A or an O. I think A is pretty good. But that makes me think ocean, but we don't have an E. Maybe about is wrong. You know, I'm assuming a lot of this based on the fact that I have about up there. But, you know, we certainly don't know that that's about. It's not about. The O here. Oh, how long has that been there for? Since we did voter. It's not about. Okay, so this is an O. This is an O. All right, too many clues to look at with 3 grids going. It's not, it's an O here. Because you can't have the O at the top, it's not second, it's not third. That's an O. Okay, that changes a lot of things. So this could still be an S. We need an A. The A would have to be here. Mason? Mason is possible. And then admit. We need an I. Oh, we need an I too. Ugh. I put about in there and then I just ignored it the rest of the time, even when we got the white O and the yellow I. Okay, admit. Admit, that's good. We do need a D somewhere as well. We have just the D at the bottom here that's white. Admit, Mason, pasta. Okay, so as I hit the microphone, like a very experienced YouTuber, I think I've got all 3 puzzles figured out now. Now the question is, how do we solve them all without running out of guesses? Now, the good thing is, look, I've got AS there, AS, AS. So I've got AS in 3 places, so that's awesome. So on my next guess, when I'm doing the middle, I definitely want to do AS second and third. If we do ASA, if we can do the P now, we could do ASA and we'd get a bonus guess there. If we do ASE, we'll definitely get a bonus guess on the right. I was thinking about doing the P and the I and the L here, but that's not gonna help us. PI will get us a bonus guess on the left. But then we have to get a bonus guess in the middle and the right on our next guesses then. If we could do, okay, if we do the L, then we can get a bonus guess over here with the W on our next one. Can we do W? We'd have to do AS. Oh, we'd have to do, right, so we will get a bonus guess from the P and the I. If we do the L, we'll get a bonus guess from the W on our next one. But we would have to, we're not gonna get a bonus guess here though. We just don't have enough guesses. I figured it probably wasn't gonna be possible. Because if we're doing the W, then we can't do the M or the P, so we can't get a bonus guess in the middle on our next one there. Okay, what if we do... Now, on our next guess, we can get a bonus guess on the left just with the N. It's just not possible. Because if we're getting the N, then we can't get the A, so we can't do either of these, and we can't do the A there. So the only middle one we could get then would be the wispy if we're doing the N. I need to double up somewhere because if we just go 1, 1, 1, one of them's gonna fail. Somewhere I need to get a bonus guess on 2 puzzles at the same time here. And if I do that N, then I can only get wispy, but I'd have to do N, SP, even if I can get the W on this guess. But to get the W on this guess, I can't do admit or alpha, so I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. One of them's gonna fail, which is fine. I expected that. I just need to decide which one is gonna fail. I think it's gonna be the middle one. Well, I don't know. The question is, do I go for the most greens possible before failing? If so, I don't want the middle one to fail. I want one of the other ones to fail that I've got more greens on already. I've got 8 letters left here. I've got 9 letters left here. And 13 in the middle. All right, let's go ahead and do... Yeah, let's just go ahead and do April. Oh, April isn't even a word? What? Oh. Okay, let's do, how about spoil? Spoil works. Okay. Wait, is that? Oh, it's not Sprig. It's not Sprig. No. Oh. Did I miss a clue that I should have seen? Oh, I don't think I had anything to tell me that it wasn't. Shrug. Yeah, I did have a clue. I did have a clue that told me that. I missed it. Too many things. There's the white H, and I don't have an H anywhere in the grid. Now, I don't know if it would have made any difference as far as trying to match up with the other. All right, so we were doing, what were we doing? Spoil? I think spoil. Okay, so we got the L here. Well, the whole point of that guess was to get a bonus guess on the left. We didn't. So we're definitely failing some of these now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna abandon the left. I'm gonna still solve that one just by itself. Which I know is less satisfying, but I hate to just fail it. I've obviously failed the challenge of solving all three of them. I'm gonna try, but the question is, can I solve the left, the middle, and the right? Or do I, See, now it's a problem because now I'm probably not even gonna be able to solve two of them that way. Yeah, because on the right, we could do the A, S, and the E, but on the left, we have to do A, S. Ooh, if we can do M-A-S-O-E, is that a word? We'd be able to do both of them. Nah, that's what I figured. So the problem is we do A-S-O, we don't get a bonus guess. The only way we can get a bonus guess is by doing M-A-S-O, and then we'd have to do the E over here. Or P-A-S-A, but we'd have to have the E over here. But then I'm in trouble on the next guess anyways, even if I get both of them. Even if I could do it, because then there's nothing's matching up on the next one. Yeah, there's just too many differences between the puzzles. I don't know that it's possible to actually do this. It feels like it should be, but I might have to modify the rules slightly to make this one possible with the triple Squirtle. Okay, well, I'm just gonna finish them off individually. And obviously I failed the challenge, but that's okay. I didn't actually expect it to succeed, so. Curly, teary. Let's do rhyme. Skimp. Go. Admit. Vowel. Party. Mason. Wispy. Shrug. Alpha. And Liege. There we go. All right, well, I solved all of them. I went quite a ways with doing the same words in all three, so I don't feel too bad about that. Obviously, it would have been nice to finish it with the same words on all three of them. Shrug was my big mistake over here, I think. But I still wasn't gonna be able to get all three of them that way. I feel like if there was some way to, if this was built into the game somehow, and your bonus guesses weren't per puzzle, I think that would make a difference. Overall, you have X number of bonus guesses. And you could even have it be that every time you complete a word on one of the three puzzles, it gives you a bonus guess. And so maybe you start with not too many, and then, or maybe you get, I don't know how it would work. You probably shouldn't be able to only lose one guess when you guess on all three, but gain one from all three. I'm not sure. Maybe you could lose a third of a guess, or you could lose a guess every time you guess, but you could gain a third of a guess from each correct answer. I don't know. There's got to be some way it would work. But I think just with the current, number of guesses, I just don't know. Unless you get lucky and there's a lot of, we had the AS, there was some overlap, but I think you need quite a bit in order to get it otherwise. So there you go. I failed the challenge, but that was fun anyways. And I solved all 3 puzzles, so I don't feel too bad about that. Now notice I ended all of them with 0 guesses, so it was close. But yeah, so let me know if you try a triple Squirtle, let me know how it goes. If you've done a double Squirtle, let me know how it went for you. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Oh, wondered. Okay, so we can do, ooh, we have peeking. It could be speaking, actually. Okay, so that's where the R is. So the C and the H and the Y are no good. So there's gotta be the problem. But just happen to have a copy of the 2014 NCAA rulebook here. And if we turn to Rule 10.